Your manager just said, I would have never hired you. It's just because you are part of this team, I have to manage you. Your heart is pounding, your mind is racing, and you have 3 seconds to respond. Today, I'm showing you the one question that flips the power dynamics and exactly how I wish I'd use it in real 5 situations that happens to engineers like us. The magic question, the technique is simple. Can you repeat that? Here's why it's devastating. The first thing that it does is it forces them to hear themselves. What felt justified in their head felt terrible out loud. Second, buys you your precious time. While they are repeating, you are collecting yourself. Third, shifts the spotlight back on them. They are the one being examined. And last, documents their intent. If they double down, now you know exactly who they truly are. But the timing and tone are everything. And let me show you how to wield this powerful weapon. And hit like if you have ever been in one of these situations and subscribe for more such career growth tips. So, the scenario 1, the hiring confession. I would have never hired you. It's just because you are part of this team, I have to manage you. This happened to me. A manager said this after positive performance feedback, very casually, casual tone for them. Here's what my response could be. Pause. Don't react immediately. They want you rattle and say, can you repeat that? Genuinely curious tone, like you are processing. Let them think again about whatever they have said and follow up with. So you are saying you don't think I'm qualified for my current role. Why this destroys them? They just admitted they made a decision based on bias and not merit. They will either backtrack hard or reveal themselves completely. And document these conversations immediately to examine what happened and email them to yourself. Scene 2, the negative vibes excuse. Manager saying, I am getting negative vibes from you lately. It actually means that I don't like you, but I don't know why. This exactly happened with my friend. And here's the response that can be taken. Can you repeat that? And follow up with, what specifically are these negative vibes? Can you give me any specific examples that you have discovered recently? And here's a power move. I want to understand so I can address them in my actual performance issues. Now, why this works? Vibes isn't performance feedback. Making them specific puts them into the position to give you specific feedback if they have any, or admit they don't have any feedback. And the beautiful part of this is if they can't give you specific, you have just proven their feedback is baseless. Scene 3, the self selling demand. Ishwin, you need to sell yourself in interviews or meetings. But what it truly means is that you need to speak like that guy who says it confidently, even the basic stuff. And this could be your follow up. Can you repeat that? And follow up after this would be, I really want to understand how can I apply this in this specific situation. Power move would be, can you show me some examples of someone who does this as well in our team? Because saying selling yourself has no meaning, the best that they can say is be more like XYZ person. So, bonus is if they give you an example, you can analyze whether it's actually about communication or just about confidence that comes from privilege. Scene 4, the presentation hijackers. Now, this has happened to me so many times and with my friends too. You are explaining your architecture design, and someone interrupts, let me break this down properly. And this isn't collaboration, this is theft. I was speaking and was interrupted in between. Here's my response. Stop talking immediately and look directly at them. Professionally and firmly say, "Can you repeat what you just said?" After they repeat, "I was actually explaining the specific technical points. Let me finish this section and then I would love your input on implementation details." So, what it does is the interruption sounds incredibly rude when repeated. Everyone notices. You have reclaimed your professional space back. And pro tip, use technical specificity, shows you that you know your stuff and they are just grandstanding. Scene 5, the note taking trap. This actually happens with early career women's a lot that I've seen so far. What they say is, "Can you take notes for us today?" And it is just not for today, it has been happening every time. Now, you are a software engineer, not a secretary, but somehow you have always been asked to take notes, and you are the only one who does that. So, your response could be, "Can you repeat this?" And follow up with, "What's the criteria for who takes notes in these meetings?" And have some power alternative to say that, "I'd actually prefer to focus on technical discussion today. Can we rotate these note taking responsibilities?" Why this works? It makes them explain their selection process. Spoiler, there isn't one, it's just bias. And the bigger picture, you are not being difficult, you are just being professional about your role. Now, to conclude this, your tone is everything. Curious, not combative. Like you genuinely want to understand what's happening. Professional, not personal. You are seeking clarity on work matters and performance. Confident, not defensive. You being here have every right to understand. Now, when you do this technique, what happens next is they backtrack. "Oh, that's not what I meant." Mission accomplished, that's what we wanted. They double down, which gives you clarity on who they truly are. They get flustered. Even better, they have revealed their true thoughts. And remember, this isn't about winning those arguments, it's about reclaiming your power and dignity in the moment. So, here's are your next steps, because this is not going to work until and unless you practice it. Practice this with a trusted friend or family. Start with low stakes situations to build that muscle and confidence. And start documenting everything. Like after using this technique, write down exactly what was said, who said, and when, and how did you feel. This protects you. And always know your worth. You are not being oversensitive, they are not imagining things. Trust your instincts, your gut actually says everything. Your code reviews matters, your architecture decisions matters, and your voice also matters. So drop a comment, what's one situation where you wish you'd use this technique. Let's build that community together. And if you know someone who is dealing with workplace bias or just moved countries for their career, share this with them. Sometimes we all need to know that we are not alone in these moments. In my other video, I have exactly shared what happened with me and how I dealt without quitting my job or dreams in US after moving countries. If someone is going through the bias, I think they would need that video to hear it and to not feel alone. That's what we all want, to not feel alone in these career moments. Hit subscribe if they spoke to you, if this hit home. And more is coming to your way for career growth, leadership, and intentional living. I even share personal stories and empowering details about career growth on LinkedIn. Follow me there too.